Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. We're talking about WWE's upcoming WrestleManias. WWE sent out a questionnaire basically asking wrestling fans where they want upcoming WrestleManias to be. On that WrestleMania questionnaire, cities like Boston and Washington, D.C. Were put on there. Washington, D.C. has a lot of monuments that would be really cool to see as a wrestling fan. You go out there and see all the history of the United States, the national capital and all that. Boston, to me, I don't really know what appeal Boston has to a wrestling fan traveling to WrestleMania, but there is enough WrestleMania and other wrestling options. I think that could fill your whole time with the WrestleCon, as well as WrestleMania Access, Raw and SmackDown, all the other wrestling shows. They're going to fill up any town that WWE comes to. Honestly, in my opinion, I think two of the cities you need to keep your eye on. Sooner than later, WWE is going to be putting their stakes in the ground with the Oakland Raiders moving to Las Vegas, as well as the Los Angeles Rams and Los Angeles Chargers getting new stadiums to play football in. Those are going to be new state-of-the-art attractions that I think WWE is going to be wanting to fill. I know that there wasn't a lot of appeal for Santa Clara to get a WrestleMania 1. But honestly, in my opinion, of all of the places that I saw a WrestleMania at, I honestly think that Levi Stadium, where the San Francisco 49ers play, was one of the nicest actual attractions to see a WrestleMania at. The internet worked fine for everyone in attendance. Everybody was able to keep up with social media, posting messages, posting pictures on Twitter. I think I even posted videos from actual WrestleMania before actually leaving. So I think that was one of the most state-of-the-art places to be. If they were to travel to somewhere like Boston, you'd have to go to where the New England Patriots play. I know that we've gone through this with New York time after time, but that's going to be fucking cold no matter what time of the year it's going to be. And Washington, D.C., honestly, in my opinion, might even be a gamble. You have to have WrestleMania at, I think, RFK Stadium is where the Redskins play. Plus, on top of that, you're going to have some sort of a backlash from all the people basically saying that the WWE is hitching their horse to where the Redskins play. And if you were able to even say that in 2019 with all the people saying that they should ban that name and it shouldn't be around and things like that. I don't know. I think Las Vegas and Los Angeles, to me, are two of the most awesomest places you could do it. Definitely Las Vegas has sort of been nailed down by AEW. But AEW only held the show at the MGM Grand. They didn't really host the show in a football stadium, which I don't even know what the name of it is going to be. I'm sure the Raiders have sold the naming rights to somebody out there already, which is soon to come. And definitely when you look at Los Angeles over the history of time, you look back at the 6 years that it hosted WrestleMania at the Staples Center, you definitely know that it is already a city that it's going to bring families to it, as well as just wrestling fans going. I traveled to SummerSlam for 5 years. I was able to make just day trips out of it. I was able to take weekend trips out of it. I made week-long trips out of it, taking my family to Disneyland and just making that pit stop of a day over at the Staples Center. So I know that that's going to honestly work, and I know that's going to work to bring a lot of families out there for it. So that's what I'm looking forward to in future WrestleManias. We'll have to see when this goes down, but as of right now, those are my two picks for future WrestleManias.